Being a writer keeps me in great physical shape. How you would say, well, I'm always running out of ideas. In today's video, I'll be listing what I think are the best laptops for writers. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these writers' laptops, you can check out the links in the description below. Let's get started. The first very laptop fits like a glove. It's from Microsoft Surface 4, and we categorize it as best overall. Microsoft is involved in almost every part of technology that we can think of, and it is because of this involvement that they can race with their competitors by adding new features and upgrading existing ones. First of all, it is noteworthy to emphasize that Microsoft has nailed the design part once more. The entire body is encircled by a metal lid and an ultra slim platinum color. It has a slightly rubbery feels where the keyboard is positioned. Speaking of the keyboard, it's made of Alcantara fabric of ice blue and platinum touch to ensure the full comfortable wrist rest. The fabric underneath lets you eat or drink without worrying, and all I can say is that it's quite comfy. With a portable feature, you can take it anywhere with you. It is proven that you can make high-quality video calls thanks to the 720p HD camera. Another noteworthy feature is that Microsoft included the Dolby Atmos 6 system in the device, which allows the voice to be perceived as three-dimensional by expanding the sound in your current environment. Even better, you can now enjoy the pinpoint accurate sound experience from the comfort of your own home or while on the go. The Surface 4 has a 15-inch display with a 2256 to 1504 pixel resolution. Microsoft equipped the 11th generation Intel Core i5 1135G7 processor packed with Intel Iris Xe graphics and disk space made of 512GB, which is presented by NVMe storage type. The battery life appears to be good. It lasts up to 17 hours, but this may vary according to the usage. Pros: portable, comfortable, Dolby Atmos 6 system, and long-lasting battery life. Whereas for the cons, it has an integrated graphic and also display could be brighter. The next laptop in line is bestseller laptop from the worldwide known brand is the Apple MacBook Air, best Apple laptop. The quality always speaks itself, no doubt why it's the bestseller. Every piece of hardware and software is self-designed. If any inconvenience occurs, the brand is ready to work it out. Apple MacBook Air is available in three colors, gold, silver, and space gray. The design has become so recognizable over the years, but this time it aims to protect the environment. It is made of 100% recycled aluminum cover and curved corners. The fanless design keeps things cool while many apps are running in the background. The keyboard is likewise made of aluminum and has backlit illumination to add some ambience to your monotonous working hours. They added new function keys for spotlight, do not disturb, and dictation, which is useful when you're too tired to write. Another feature that distinguishes Apple is the Touch ID sensor. It does not only secure your documents and files, but also serves to confirm any payment and online shopping. Apple MacBook Air is equipped with a self-designed Retina display that is not even questionable in comparison to other devices. The 13.3-inch screen has 2560 to 1600 pixels, which are considered pretty high for a small-sized laptop, and offers the brightness of 400 nits. The colors are more vivid, radiant, and natural. It won't hurt your eyes even after long hours of use. I think it's one of the best that Apple can offer to its users. The band-paired DM1 chip with an integrated 7-core GPU, followed by 8GB of RAM. Having 256GB SSD storage will be just enough to cover all your needs. They powered the device up to 18 hours of battery life, making it even useful for work, even for extra hours of outdoor work. Pros: eco-friendly, incredible performance, all-day long battery life. Whereas for the cons, minimum storage. The next laptop, Asus VivoBook 15, categorized best for the value. All the time, Asus takes place by your side when it comes to the low budget problem by showing up hundreds of models for you to pick. It seems like they're too good to be true, right? VivoBook 15 addresses every required job you may have. With the great chassis and the shiny silver logo placed on the front, the laptop doesn't look low priced despite its plastic build. Stuffed with Asus premium pattern, the keyboard looks elegant, sleek, and it will give you squishy feelings during your writing sessions. It is supported by backlit lighting to change the ambience and create a refreshing mood for you. There's a fingerprint scanner for locking up your device in order to keep the document safe. VivoBook 15, as you may guess, has a 15.6-inch screen size with Full HD IPS Nano Edge bezel display at 1920 to 1080 pixel resolution. The display bracks 178 wide viewing angles, and the right amount of density doesn't let your eyes hurt. Packed with a powerful AMD Ryzen 7 5700U processor up to 4.3 GHz base clock speed, and the integrated AMD Radeon graphics of 8GB DDR4 RAM will provide quick access to any app. To store all your files, the 512GB SSD storage is here to deliver exactly what you may or may not need. The battery life results positive with up to 5 hours and 31 minutes, which I feel like it's long enough to be useful in most situations. Pros: full-size keyboard, extremely light, affordable. Whereas for the cons, weak battery life and inefficient cooling solution. The next laptop, Dell XPS 15 7590, categorized as Best Premium. We can see that Dell has introduced a new device to stimulate imagination and creativity, and as usual, it comes with cutting-edge software and hardware improvements. XPS 15 appears to be one of the coolest laptops out there with its gorgeous look. The slim aluminum cover with an Arctic finish design on the deck avoids the dust and dirt to cling. It is available only in platinum silver. The keyboard has standardized look with stable and no wobbling keycaps. When you press a key, the immediate bottoming out is visible, but it's not that intolerable. This laptop is a real feast of entertainment for the eyes. It has 4K Ultra HD OLED screen with 3840 to 2160 resolution at 400 nits brightness, and the DCI P3 feature is here to support any digital movie and image editing, which is mostly used in production industries. The screen uses a couple of layers to stop the lighting reflection while you sit in an open-air environment. It is packed with a 9th generation Intel Core i7 9750H family up to 4.5 GHz base clock speed, pairing the GPU with NVIDIA GTX 1650 with 4GB of DDR6. The 16GB RAM makes it possible to run many applications in the background. It has a 1TB SSD to store any files you may need from previous works. The integrated battery power can last up to 97 watts per hour, which means up to 8 hours as the company claims. I think it's going to get done a lot of work. Pros: backlit lighting, 4K OLED screen, outstanding performance. Whereas for the cons, expensive and can have better battery life. As a final point, we have multiple tasking laptop from the well-known brand, the Acer Aspire 5, and of course be categorized as best budget. Acer laptops and computer accessories are known to be of the highest quality of the best budget possible. This is not something that other brands offer. Acer Aspire 5 comes in only silver color. The aluminum lid and tapered building give it a chic, stylish look. This comfy keyboard gives extra features that we haven't seen anything like this at this price point specifically. It has roomy backlit lighting, just enough to not get disturbed while typing, and it is followed with satisfying and smooth feels of keycaps. The integrated fingerprint reader and Acer's purified voice technology helps to avoid any background noise so you can pay full attention without getting distracted. We noticed the huge improvement in speech, which not only creates sharp calls, but talking to Alexa now is way easier than before. Display-wise, the notebook has a 15.6-inch Full HD IPS display with 1920 to 1080 pixel resolution, which is clear for viewing media on the go. Packed with AMD Ryzen 3 3350U quad-core processor at 3.5 GHz speed, combines stunning performance and multiple interesting graphic capabilities. The RAM is made of 4GB DDR4 with upgradable possibility. However, that number should be fine for everyday use activities, but not in a professional manner. The device is packed with AMD Radeon Vega 6 mobile graphics and a 128GB SSD hard drive to do standard computing tasks. After all, I don't think Acer will produce these entry-level laptops for professionals. The average battery life is 10 hours. It's long enough to maintain turned on while working or after work hours to keep you entertained. Pros: low price, cool design, and long battery life. Whereas for the cons, old chip processor and lags the touchscreen option. And with that being said, guys, we reached the bottom of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you have any questions about the products mentioned in this video, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Until the next video, stay safe, take care, and peace out.